Don't fucking matter.
Matters to me.
As long as it gets done.
Now you have to start a blues group.
All right.
Are we done messing around?
Are we on yet?
No, we've been on.
Oh. Okay.
Oh. All right. What's up, everybody? Anthony here.
Rob here.
Joe.
Phil.
And welcome to the first live record. Well, not live record. Well, yeah, technically we're live
recording
now,
live,
but
yeah.
it's
recording
recorded
first
live, but
live
you're going to
podcast.
see it later. The first recorded video of our podcast.
Yes,
Just to see how terrible we are in
You can see
person when we
how-
talk about this.
You can see how hideous we are in real life.
We are
Yeah.
the worst people alive.
Also, because we're on camera, we can't really have too many cliff notes.
Make
hanging
sure you
around,
turn
so
down
we're
your
kinda going
brightness.
off the cuff.
Exactly.
Make sure you turn down your brightness. It might blind you.
The camera puts like 20 pounds on my beard.
The camera puts. I
That's
can't gain
fine.
any. I can't gain
Yeah.
any more weight, so I hope it doesn't put too much on me.
Oh, you can gain a little bit more.
No, I don't wanna.
Probably you could.
I could,
The
but
option
I don't
is
want
there.
to. No,
All right.
no.
But
What's-
on to things that
What's on the
matter.
palette today, boys and
On
girls?
the palette today, we have many.
Not that many. We don't have that
Many,
many.
not that many. We ain't got time for that.
We're
It
running-
is a lot,
Run out of time.
but
We're going to talk about card games. We're going to talk about digital games. We're going to talk about a miniatures game. No, two miniatures
miniatures
games. Technically, we're going to give that a technically two, because one, you have to go to your actual local game store, and the other one, you can just go to Walmart.
Go down the street, steal
Or
something
Toys
from
R
your
Us.
friends.
Oh, wait.
You could have went to
Oh.
Toys R Us, but
It's okay, kids.
Long live KB Toys.
KB Toys is coming back. so you
KB
can go
Toys
there.
is coming back. But first, moment of silence for Toys R Us.
sad times.
All right, the moment's up.
I'm shaking
Pass.
my legs. Does that
Okay.
count?
Did you fall asleep? Hey.
He made himself out, I think.
All right, cool. All right, yeah. Come on.
See,
come
this
back
is
to
why
us.
this is why we're not
Come
live.
back. This is definitely why
This is
we're not
why.
live. Come back to us.
Come on.
So in
Oh,
2
shoot.
weeks, we are hosting a WrestleMania party
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
at the Elks Lodge in Belleville, New Jersey. I don't know if any of our viewers, our fans,
Random people on the street.
you know,
Peoples.
Yeah.
if you're in the area and you want to come out, April 8th.
Eighth.
I almost
Yep.
said 9th. April
Just
8th.
appeared at my lodge for no reason.
Just show up. No one's there.
Why are we here?
April 8th, Belleville Elks Lodge, New Jersey. It's going to be quite the shindig. Doors are going to be opening at 3 in the afternoon.
Oh,
Yeah. That's multiple hours before the actual WrestleMania.
Before the,
should be
yeah,
announced.
because we are having guest of honor. We are having SRG Universe come to our WrestleMania party.
Oh,
and-
comrades. Well, not really.
Well, they're not really. They're our
Actually,
comrades.
our
but
mortal
we're-
nemesis, but
They are
Yeah.
on the internet.
Yes.
We're enemies. IRL. We're actually
What?
pretty.
on the internet,
This
we're
guy
enemies
exposes
IRL.
the business over here.
In real
We're
life.
enemies.
Exposes
IRL.
the business.
We are not enemies. We are good people.
Kayfabe is dead.
It's been done.
Kayfabe is dead.
But yeah.
So yeah,
So
they're gonna come out. They're gonna do demos for their card game Super Show, which just had another successfully
expansion.
funded Kickstarter.
oh yeah.
Yep.
We kickstarted it, of course. By we, I mean me and Phil.
Yeah.
And
That's we.
that is
We?
we.
It's a we.
It's a we.
Well,
Yeah.
like
Us.
we kickstarted up
Yeah.
to get like
Kickstarted it.
three copies.
We each get 3 copies.
Of
We get
the
3
back.
boxes, and then we get to choose 2
Yeah.
other boxes because we did the $100.
I believe so. I have to
We're getting a
check
lot
again.
of stuff.
There's a
so-
lot
Yeah,
of
no,
stuff.
we
Yeah.
did.
Seems good.
We helped them out.
We're on the high tiers.
It's
Yep.
a great game, by
Oh,
the
yeah.
way.
It's super duper fun. Quick game. We're actually going to be recording a how to play and review on the game very, very soon.
Yep.
Just so all you guys can know about it. And because we want to help our
Very
friends out.
soon. As in,
Soon.
may or may not have happened. May have happened already. You'll
It
never
might
know.
have happened already,
Never
but
know.
hmm
time will tell.
Only
Literally.
time will tell.
But yeah, April 8th.
Yes, April 8th.
$10 to get in. Demos start at 3 o'clock. Food. All right, so for your entry, it's $10.
Yes.
You get the food.
You will have the option to demo Super Show as well as buy copies. of Super Show and meet certain indie wrestlers from our general area.
There'll be actual real and real fake wrestlers there.
There will be.
There will be.
It is
Real
true.
fake wrestlers and
And-
real wrestlers.
Yes.
It is true.
They're not the same thing.
Nope, not at all.
No.
Well,
mm-mm.
no.
On top of that, your $10 entry lets you watch WrestleMania with all of us, and you also get to partake in the hot buffet that we will be having. You can have all you can eat,
It's hot.
as well as soda, water, coffee. And
By the way,
perhaps-
there's a cash bar. Just like
there's a
cash
cash
bar,
bar, but if you
Yeah.
want to do some next level shenanigans, you can spend an extra $10 and you will get a wristband. And that wristband will grant you all the draft beer you can drink for the evening. Now,
Oh.
keep in mind,
Life.
last year WrestleMania ran until midnight,
Yep.
Mhm.
and the doors are opening at 3.
Get a lot of
There
beer
is
that
a
time.
99.9% chance you will get your $10 worth of beer
Mhm.
in those 9 hours.
If you're Andre the Giant, you're actually not invited. So
Because
You will
if
drink
you're
the
Andre
entire
the
bar.
Giant,
Mhm.
you're dead, number one.
I'm just saying.
He'll literally just drink all
I'll
our
run
beer.
out of draft
He will-
beer. I
yeah.
don't need to. I
If
did not
I'm-
supply enough alcohol for.
He'll
a
literally
man of
sit
that
there with the
level.
keg literally in one
Yeah.
hand and just chug that
Probably.
keg.
Well,
Yeah.
I might get to that point.
Solid,
So,
solid Reinhardt
yeah.
right there.
Speaking of which, this might be a shameless little. When is that Andre the Giant?
I don't know. I
special
was just
coming
thinking
out?
about that.
Oh, the HBO one?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I was just thinking about it, 'cause I
I
really want to see it.
well, this is why I have the laptop in front of me.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah,
Mm,
find out what
mm,
that is, because I'm curious.
Andre
If you're
But
a
yeah.
fan of wrestling,
the
past, present,
Giant
whatever,
HBO.
definitely check it out. Andre Giant has a great story.
It comes out on
Such a tragic man.
Yeah.
very sad. It comes out on April 10th, so the Tuesday after
After
WrestleMania.
WrestleMania.
Day after WrestleMania.
At 10 p.m. It is a
Perfect.
90-minute documentary, rated TV 14, which makes no
I'd
sense
say,
to me
I'd
because
say
I thought it would
shameless
have been
plug,
rated
but
R.
it's not even ours.
Yeah,
so.
it's not a shameless plug. Just you guys should check out that documentary, especially if you're a fan of wrestling like we are.
Definitely.
But yeah, and if
Definitely.
you don't know SRG, check them out.
Oh,
They have a
definitely.
game that's good.
SRG
It's a good
Universe, you can find them on Facebook, Instagram, I believe Twitter, and if you go on srguniverse.com, you can check out all the product that they have.
Yes.
It's
They
a-
have
It's based on wrestling, but you don't have to be like the premise is wrestling, but
You
you don't
don't
need to
need
be a
to be-
wrestling
yeah.
fan at all in any
Yeah.
way to play the game.
It's a
mu-
card game that simulates a
yeah,
wrestling
it's
match. which is
mechanically
really
very
cool.
sound.
yeah, mechanically it's fantastic. Has an awesome theme, and
flow.
even people that don't like, we are huge wrestling fans. That's why it's the four of us doing this podcast today.
Yep.
Our friend Dan, that also is usually with us, he's not a huge wrestling fan, but he will play that game.
It's a good
We're,
game.
we're working. We're
Just a good
working
game.
on him though.
He'll get there.
He'll get
Yeah.
there.
He likes wrestlers.
He does like wrestlers, but he doesn't
Yeah.
like the art of the
No.
wrestle.
Yeah.
So, but yeah, that was our shameless plug, disguised inside of a different shameless plug.
Yep.
Yeah, we just inception.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Okay.
we did.
So
What else is on the table? Rob, anything you want to bring up
at the moment, later on,
later on? All
for
right,
other
later on.
topics,
All right, cool.
because right now we're are we floating between topics?
I mean,
We're
no, we
floating?
can, no,
Transitioning.
we're
Hmm.
transitioning.
Some could say
Transitioning?
transitioning. Yeah,
Alright.
that's a card game. I read on the internet, or I saw physically in front of me because we're on camera now. Boys
Oh, wow,
and
what's
girls.
this?
Oh,
What's this?
Um,
These are cards.
That's a super show. That's the game we were
This is
just
a-
plugging.
that is
Super
a
show.
super show.
Super show. Ready?
We're gonna go from cards to not physical cards.
Yes.
God damn it. We're gonna delete all this
Also, I
footage.
like how you put Drew Gulak on top of the pile too.
Absolutely.
The man's man.
I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna do a
For you,
seamless
Drew.
transition to a
Mr.
different
No
topic.
Fly
Seamless
Zone.
transition.
You ready?
Ready
Actual physical cards.
to
and now
not
we
to
go
not physical cards.
to
Not
not
physical-
physical cards.
Not
so
MTGO. No.
not
No, no.
MTGO
Or
and not
Arena.
MTG Arena, even
Mm.
though it is really good.
It's respectable.
I haven't looked into that yet.
I enjoy it thoroughly. I was
We're
playing earlier.
switching to a
We'll
Hearthstone.
get to the Magic talk in a few, but
Yeah.
Hearthstone, however,
Hearthstone.
there's some changes coming to Hearthstone. We're almost done with the Year of the Mammoth.
Yep.
We're
Yep.
moving into the year of the Raven.
Yes, and that will start the day that the Witchwood is
Witchwood,
released,
which is the
Yes,
new
Witchwood.
set.
which is
Latest
said sometime
expansion.
in April. So
When it's
Yeah,
ready.
it-
That's
You
It's
know,
coming.
That's
they'll
the-
randomly hit you up on Saturday,
Yeah.
being like, "Oh, update coming," and then everyone just
but yeah,
rushes.
I actually did
Yeah.
a little bit of work for once.
have an
Got a
actual.
little
That's
sheet
a
there.
physical piece of paper in
Yeah,
front of him.
yeah.
It
for
is.
Notes.
He's
It is.
ready.
Just something on the Witchwood, which looks like a really awesome set, by the way.
Mhm.
What did you drop?
I dropped something.
What, is this something
thing.
important?
Yes.
Hope it wasn't the power to everything.
It's the power to the most important thing.
What
You're-
the crap?
What? Oh, we're still
It's-
on though, right?
No, we're still on.
Oh, okay.
This is
That's
the
fine.
worst.
That's all that matters.
Jesus
Yeah,
Christ,
all right.
scaring
So,
everybody.
like I said, the release date for the Witchwood is not confirmed yet, but they said it'll be released by the end of April. It's 135 cards. There's a couple new keywords that I just want to throw out there. Like,
Guys, I fixed it.
all right,
I
cool.
forgot to plug in the MacBook.
Oops. But
Losing.
anywho, all right. So one of the new keywords is Echo,
Thing's breaking.
Whoa.
which is kind of cool. All right, so it says here, Echo cards can be cast multiple times during the same turn. It's kind of like Unstable Evolution, where you can keep recasting as long as you have the mana crystals for it.
So say if something with Echo has a cost of 2 and you have 6 mana, you can cast
Cast
three
three
times,
times,
yeah.
which looks like a really cool mechanic. Rush says Rush minions have charge, but can only attack minions on the turn they're summoned.
Hmm.
They should have
pretty
just
cool.
done that to patches.
That's
Yeah.
that's what do you call it? That's the Devil Sword has that 7,
Yes,
7 or 8.
Yeah.
Or
like-
they're
it's
probably
like
just gonna
Devil
change
Sword.
that to keyword rush.
Yeah.
I would imagine.
They also said there's more like cards that trigger off the start of game, like Prince Malkazar.
Mm-hmm.
So like if you add a start a game card to your deck and meet its requirements, the effects work immediately right into your
Yeah,
first
there's
turn.
two cards. One like deck restriction cards, I guess. One says you can't have even cards in your deck. One says you can't have odd cards in your deck.
Yeah. And those
And-
are start a game and checks
Yeah,
your deck.
start a game and checks your deck, just like what's his name that used to heal you the whole way. It's exactly like
Reno.
that. It's like-
Reno's like a Highlander. It's not a start a game ability.
no, I'm just
Yeah.
saying
Yeah,
it checks your
It's
deck.
like Prince Malkazar, which is like at the start of the game, if he's in your deck, you add
Oh,
5
yeah,
random legendaries.
Yeah.
Something
Mhm.
like that, but there's like certain requirements.
Yeah, they
that you
start
can
in your hand and stuff.
do. And also the ever popular Dungeon Run, which I loved by the way, even though it
great.
gave me hours and hours of headaches. They have a new thing similar to that. There's not a lot of information I have on it yet, but it's called Monster Hunt.
Monster Hunt,
And
yeah.
it says it features 4 unique
4
heroes,
characters.
That's
Yeah.
cool.
which will be cool.
That sounds pretty sweet.
What else do we have here? Oh, and you guys should all pre-order.
Yeah.
The
because
pre-order deal is actually
50
pretty crazy.
packs, and you get 20 more on top of that for
the
the
same
$4
price.
to $50 that you not is
Yeah.
it $50, right?
It's $50.
$50.
$50.
Spend
you spend
$50,
$50,
you get 20
70.
extra packs.
You get 70
packs
packs.
total, and
Yeah.
I think you get a card back too. if
You
I'm
do
not
get an
Yeah.
mistaken.
exclusive
Yes.
card back.
And it
They
looks
do
cool.
that for every
And then also-
new set that comes out.
If you don't feel like spending the money, but you want to get packs anyway, if you just your first login after the expansion goes live, you get 3 card packs and a random legendary from a class, which is kind of cool.
Any class.
Giving you free legendaries. I like that.
What I
It's
like
good.
about this set, the theme of the set, is very, very Tim Burton. Something about
Yeah.
it is very like
They explained
very,
it.
It's got
very-
that
It's got that
undertone creepiness to
They
Yeah,
it.
it's
explained
like-
it in an interview.
it
Actually,
reminds-
what it is, they
Yeah.
said because Hearthstone is a bunch of people in a tavern telling
Mhm.
other people's stories, right? And you're playing out the stories in cards,
Mhm.
and all the stories we've played so far are like World of Warcraft stories, Warcraft 3 stories.
Yeah.
You know,
Yeah.
some of them are like Karazhan is just like a made up. Oh, everyone knows what Karazhan is. but it's
Karazhan,
really-
yeah.
Yeah.
This one
It's all like
is
fairy
this.
tales
This
and
is if
stuff.
what if the people got together and they started telling ghost stories to each other.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So this is like
It's Are You Afraid of the
yeah,
Dark?
it,
Yeah.
it's
Are you afraid of the dark?
Oh,
Knights?
afraid of the
Hearthstone,
dark,
yeah.
yeah.
When that set releases, though, that's when the Year of the Raven kicks in, which means Whispers of the Old Gods, One Night in Karazhan, and Mean Streets of Gadgetzan rotate out to WoW.
gone.
Good.
Yeah.
I like it.
That's
Yes.
it's a huge rotation. Some classes are getting hit really hard.
Yeah.
Priest.
Well, also,
Priest is
Priest,
rip.
Priest,
Ripperoni.
Druid, because you can't play
Yeah, Druid.
Jade
No
Druid
Jade.
anymore.
Jade Druid is officially dead.
In standard.
Standard.
You can play it in Wild, which is good because I'm gonna play it in Wild, so that's good.
Have fun losing.
Yeah, I know. It is
All right.
slow. I
And
like.
also, with the new year, there's gonna be some cards from the base set that are rotating into the Hall of Fame.
Molten Giant.
Molten Giant,
That's
but
the
he
big
goes
one.
back down to 20
Yeah.
mana,
That's a big
which is
rotation.
cool for Wild
Mhm.
players. Cold Light Oracle and
Mhm.
Ice Block are
Are-
Hall of Fame now.
Banhammer.
Yeah,
But
so they're not
do you-
going to be in standard anymore.
Do you know why? Have you seen any of the spoilers?
I've seen a couple here and there.
Yeah, there's a
but-
few
but
cards.
Stuff that,
Yeah,
Few cards help you
there's a
make
hunter
those-
minion that gives all minions
Right.
charge.
But the cool thing about that,
Oh.
if you have those cards in your possession, you're going to be given all the arcane dust for them, without the need to actually
Dust them.
which is cool.
Mm.
So you can keep
That's
them,
pretty
and they
legit.
still give you your dust, so you can craft some other
I
stuff.
didn't even know that.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Mm.
That's a new. I
Uh,
think that's a new thing they started doing with the last set.
they're
Well, it's 'cause of
also
Hall
they
of
also
Fame.
said. I'm not sure why, but like some of their daily quests, they said they're making them a bit easier to complete. with like reduced like number of requirements.
That's cool.
Well, some of the quests.
And daily
are-
quests that normally
yeah.
give you 40 gold now
grindy.
give you 50 gold though,
That's
which
cool.
is kind of cool.
Ooh.
They're supposed to be doing a beta soon. They are trying to work out in-game tournaments.
That would be cool.
I saw that.
Yeah.
So
There's
their
not
own.
a ton of info on it yet, but they said that they're gonna be like releasing a beta for it sometime within the next few
Yeah,
months.
they gotta get their servers secure and stuff.
Yeah. So people are gonna try it
That'd be
out,
cool.
give them feedback. They're like people they're very open to feedback. They love listening to what people have to say about it.
It's pretty open.
And we're
company.
getting a new alternate hero too.
Only
Finally, the druid has their alternate hero,
Mhm.
which is Lunara. For those of you who know her,
one. She's a dryad.
she is a dryad, and everyone can pretty much get her because all you have to do is win 10 ranked matches
That's easy.
once
man.
the season starts, and then you get her. Just give it to you.
That's
Just gotta
pretty
win 10
fantastic.
matches.
I hope they do that
For
for
some
like,
people, it's 20 minutes. For some people, like Joe, it'll be about a month and a half.
Good
But
grind.
you'll eventually
you'll
get
get
her.
it.
I
Yep.
still haven't
Yeah.
even done one dungeon
and
run for Cobalt
also,
because I'm just like
last thing on the
I don't know.
topic of the alternate heroes, Maev, the purchasable rogue hero.
R.I.P.
Yeah,
Yeah.
she's gonna no longer be available to collect, starting with the first new expansion of the year. If you already have them, though, she's yours forever.
Good times.
You can keep
Yep.
her. But yeah, so if you guys are looking together, pick her up now before a new set drops. It'll be your last chance together.
We know this ain't a physical game, and it's a computer game, as the kids these days call them. Computer game. But I think we all play.
Do you guys want to talk about the
And,
fireside gatherings that we've been having around here, just in case like anyone wants to come
There's
out?
well,
If anyone
There's-
around here is watching,
well,
there's
there's a
a
bunch
lot of
of
them
there's a
everywhere,
bunch
so-
of different locations in our area that do fireside gatherings.
Our local bar finally got
Our local
Yeah.
bar
became
got it.
official.
Also, little plug for a local game store. Aether Cafe
Aether
in
Cafe has them
Hoboken
Hoboken,
has
yeah.
them every single Sunday.
really,
Wow,
Yeah.
really?
Really?
That's
Wow.
cool.
Mhm.
Every Sunday they throw out tons of prize support,
that's
and
cool.
they have an extensive game library. That store is really something else, and I think we're all going to take a trip there soon.
that a new
one day.
They've
store?
been getting bigger.
It's been there for about a year and a half, I
It's
think.
it's new as far as
I've
stores are
heard
concerned.
about the
Yeah.
store. I
but
haven't
it's,
actually checked it out yet,
mhm.
but I would like to.
It's a really, really
show
great
up
store.
for a fireside, maybe. when
Yeah,
we can.
absolutely.
Yeah, definitely.
Not on the 8th, though.
Not on the
No,
8th.
no,
Yeah.
not on
No,
the
no,
8th.
no.
The 8th is a very special day. Just so you guys know, spoiler alert, Rusev is winning the United States title at WrestleMania, and it just so happens to be on Rusev Day.
But what day is
Hmm.
today?
Today is Rusev Day.
What about tomorrow?
Also,
Tomorrow
Rusev
is
Day.
Rusev Day.
Okay.
Gotta be checking your calendar.
Yeah.
I have
We
it.
got you a Rusev Day calendar so you can check it.
I know.
So
It's
you don't have
hanging,
to ask us
it's
every
hanging
day.
behind.
have it.
It's hanging
Mhm.
behind my desk at work.
Yeah, I have it hanging up in my room.
Mine's in
Check
my
off.
Mhm.
If only it was like, if I could take off work for it consistently, that'd be great.
yeah.
I get
Can
a
you-
few
can you
Rusev
make
days
it-
off this year.
Yeah, can you make it like a religious?
Yeah.
You know how?
It's like, why didn't you?
the
You didn't
religious
come to work
holidays?
for like a whole month. Yeah, because
It's the Rusev,
Rusev,
way.
Rusev
Day.
Day.
So
But yeah, so
about
yeah.
next month?
So
I
Rusev,
don't know,
if you ever
man.
see this, we love you. Keep up the good work.
All right. What
Alright,
else? What else
so
is on?
that's about all I have for like the new stuff coming in Hearthstone. How have you guys been doing? Have you guys been grinding ranked ladder at all? I haven't really had too much time to. I'm at like
I think
rank, like 12.
I'm at 16, and I've been playing the Shield Warrior deck with Yip and
Yeah.
all the Recruit Warrior.
Yeah, that's exactly what I'm running to. I'm running that, and I have like a new version of Dragon Priest. It's
I'm
kinda
running
fun.
jank. I'm running cube decks, non-standard cube decks, cube hunter,
Cube Hunter.
Yeah, crazy stuff.
Cube Hunter. I have not heard of that one.
Cube Hunter's really good, man.
Yeah.
Cube Savannah
good,
High
man.
Main, good times.
Mhm.
Yeah.
That
Oh, yeah.
seems really good.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's a fun one.
With that one drop, whatever it's called, that makes you trigger death rattles even more. So you
Yeah.
play a cube, one drop, immediately trigger the cube, just like killing it in Warlock.
Oh,
Oh,
the
yeah.
one with the Arthas
Yeah.
on it, right?
Yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah, I know what you're
Yeah,
talking
yeah.
about. Yeah, that card's
Yes.
good.
Look it up.
Yes.
Cube
So,
Hunter.
Yeah, but that's about all we got for Hearthstone. But as we're switching back over, just switch back off to actual
cards
games,
again?
Talk about a little bit of Magic the
Come
Gathering.
back to the physical realm.
Okay, so a lot to talk about Magic the
Dominaria.
Gathering.
The
Dominaria.
kid in me is like
Yeah.
overjoyed.
It's the only plane that matters.
Yeah.
The
it's
only
best.
plane
It's
that
the
matters.
best.
I don't
So,
care.
If you haven't noticed, we've been doing a lot of booster box openings
Yep.
for Magic, mainly M25 and
Did one unstable.
We did the one
We
unstable.
might, if we get our funding set, we might do like a case opening for Dominaria. Just letting you guys know.
So it's gonna be.
I would
Oh,
really
don't
like
forget,
huge.
don't forget
it's
to
gonna be
mail all
magical.
of your ice cream to Joe. He's still waiting.
Yeah.
Yeah, Joe is still waiting for ice cream.
You know what, guys? I work in Frozen now at my local grocery store. I'm not gonna plug them because they don't pay me enough. But yeah, I see ice cream all the time. I don't get that. They don't. It's true. I mean, this is don't get me wrong. This is a good position I'm in now, but they still don't pay me enough.
This is why he's here, folks.
I'm sorry, but
That's why he's here.
but yeah,
That's why we're all here.
all
Joe
I do is
only here for ice cream and
all I do is pack ice cream all day, and I don't have any ice cream in my house, unfortunately. So if you guys want to send me ice cream, remember, chocolate chip cookie dough.
Joe packs nothing
Remember.
but good humor, but he doesn't
This
get
is
to
why-
laugh
But
about
hey,
it.
This is why
They call
Joe
me the
has
good
his
humor
own
man,
chair.
but ain't a damn thing funny.
I was gonna say something and I just totally lost my train of thought. For that, I thank you.
This is why we give
Thank
Joe
you
his
very
own
much.
chair.
That might
over
be
there.
my
We
wrestling
just,
gimmick, the good humor man, but I'm just mad all the
the
time.
ice cream man.
Oh my god. Yeah, ice cream man. I can't do good humor. 'Cause it's
Copyright.
trademarked.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's trademarked. I can't do
it's
that.
trademark.
So
Alright,
coming out of an ice
so-
cream truck it seems
I am-
more horrifying.
Who
than
are you?
anything
I am
else.
Frost. I just throw fucking
Yeah, that's
what
creative.
do you call it?
Popsicles?
Popsicles.
No, you have to.
Popsicles.
I'll do like Abdullah Butcher stuff, a fork, and start stabbing people in the head with the popsicle stick.
You gotta
Okay.
throw.
Turn the popsicle stick into a shiv.
No, you gotta throw like the drumstick ice cream
drumstick,
cones.
yeah.
What is happening? What is happening right
I
now?
don't know. We were talking about magic, and then we just
Magic
started
the
talking about
Gathering.
killing people with like dairy products.
This is what happens when we talk about Joe and his ice
This
cream.
is why we don't bring Joe up. This is why he sits in the low chair in the corner. Because every time he
He's
comes
not,
out,
Like, super, like, he's not like
I mean, he's shorter than all of us, but he's not that much shorter. We just give him a really low
I
chair.
actually think
I'm
I
not
actually
lying.
might have broken this chair. I don't know how, but I think the hydraulics were like, no.
You are
so-
you.
It's okay. We need to get a new one anyway. It's fine.
So you know how they say life will find a way? Joe will find a way.
Yes.
I don't
to
know
make
about
the
that.
impossible possible.
Yes.
I don't know. I'm sorry, Joe. I don't think you will.
It's all
But-
up here from there, guys. So.
How's the weather down there, by the way?
A little nippy. A little
Okay,
nippy.
so Dominaria,
Yes.
we're all well.
It's the 25th anniversary of Magic the Gathering. That's where M25 comes from. That's why we're going back to the plane of Dominaria, because Dominaria is the original Magic plane. It was for the first 15 years of the game before they messed it all
I
up.
actually just started looking up spoilers today, and they have like
Some
almost the whole
crazy
set.
stuff,
There was a
yeah.
leak or
There
something.
was a leak
right?
of
was a
half
leak,
the
yeah.
set in the set notes, so any card that has a new mechanic is in the set notes,
Oh, okay.
such as
Mhm.
all the legendary sorceries and all the saga cards.
Yes.
Yeah.
Sagas. I don't know how I feel about sagas. It seems like an interesting.
The
It-
Phyrexian
They're
one
there to
is
they're there to
sick.
tell a story.
Yeah.
That's why they're
Yeah.
called sagas.
They do
friends.
tell a
Oh, yeah.
story.
And
Yeah.
if you
I
know
was
the
like,
lore,
here's
it's a
the-
We're
big
gonna get a
deal.
lot of new cool commanders in this set too.
A lot.
A lot of
So-
cool commanders. So many new commanders that they decided to make a standard format for a commander called Brawl,
Yep.
Yeah.
where you have a 60-card singleton deck, and at the beginning of the game, you don't have your regular. You don't have like a commander for the deck. You go through your entire deck and pick a legendary card in that deck to be your commander.
Which is sweet. I think that's
Which is really
could be
cool.
pretty cool.
Okay.
And
isn't
they're
there a
pushing-
legendary
Maybe.
box promo
Yes,
too?
Yes.
they're pushing this format so hard
Yeah.
that the box promo is exclusive.
Yeah.
It's not in the actual
I'm
set.
not
You
happy
can't
about this.
Open it.
That's not good.
I don't
It's
like
not
it.
a good thing.
I personally do not like it either because it's stuff like that that is the only reason why I do not play Dragon Ball Super the card game is
Mhm.
because of stuff like that. I
Those
don't-
cards are gonna be really expensive.
This
by the
happened one
they
time in
drop.
Magic years and years and years ago with another card that they gave out as a full version of Dragon, and people were sending so many angry letters. Even Moro actually said for this new set, "Oh yeah, I know we're gonna get complaints. I'm ready. Don't send them here." He's like, "I will tell you exactly who to send them to because R&D's not even happy about it because it's not their thing." So they're ready. They're prepared for the backlash that
prepared
they're
for the backlash.
inevitably definitely gonna get.
Well,
that they're gonna have to.
Magic
back
What
Backlash.
was it?
it.
Because was it supply and demand, or was that the fact that it was
Well,
like
no,
once the
it-
cards
it-
came out, they were getting
it's-
sold for like really expensive?
Well, what happens is if you send out a promo like that, all those cards become worth like $1 billion.
Yeah.
And everyone's like, "Well, I didn't go to this one event in San Diego or whatever. I didn't buy a box of the day of release or whatever it is."
Exactly.
yeah.
Then you don't get the card, and you can't get it any other way. You can't get it any
Yeah.
other way.
There's no other way to
So what happened years ago is people just like pummeled Wizards with hate mail, just pummeled them with it.
Yeah.
And they're like,
Sure,
all right, all
secondary
right,
market
and
is
they
happy
and
with
they
it.
and they took cards,
course they
and
are.
if you wrote them, then they literally like printed a new print run of the cards and
And just
mailed
send them out
cards
to
to
everyone?
everyone that like
Yeah.
wrote into them.
Well, hey, on the bright side, if we get a
Cost
case,
them $1 bajillion.
if we get a case,
Yeah.
there's 6 of us, so we'll all get one.
Mm-hmm.
That'll be cool.
Yeah.
I called dibs on Llanowar Elves. I need those for my pauper deck.
Oh,
You'll pull.
that's the one card you're calling dibs on?
I'm calling Llanowar Elves. It's only been
mean-
printed 13 times.
Oh my god, but the new artwork, it just looks really
If you
pissed
get
off.
a
cool.
box, you're
Can I
probably
have the
gonna pull,
mountains
like,
in this
5.
set?
No, the full art
At the
one I'm talking
minimum.
about. The one really cool.
Oh, the one that you need to get during the pre-release?
Yeah, they're not
Yeah,
gonna
the
be
pre-release.
in the box, Joe.
those are different
It's
cards.
at
They're
the
promos.
pre-release.
Okay.
Yeah, they're pre-release.
Whoa.
I'm
promos,
confused. So there's like different. There's
Artworks.
Yeah, the full
There's-
art cards you're talking about are
Mhm.
promos that you get from release and pre-release events.
Oh, okay.
Jeez, he's been playing Magic
So I
for
thought
2
those
years.
were the ones. Okay.
I do
2
see that
years.
there's Teferi is coming
There is a
back.
new
Yeah.
Teferi. There's
two
actually
of them.
2. One
One's
in the
dual
planes.
deck, right?
One's in the
Yeah.
Planeswalker deck, which
Yeah.
is like their new version of starter deck.
There's the
Yeah,
playable
no,
one
it's-
and the
it's
not
pretty
playable
good
one.
for starting. Like that
Mhm.
one, it's pretty
I-
basic but good. I actually really like that Chandra though.
Whenever I look
Which
at
one?
a new
The
Planeswalker, I
one
just
in
go.
the
Oh, yeah.
the pre-con deck.
Mhm.
Yeah. Whenever I look at a new Planeswalker that isn't red because my commander and my commander deck is not red, I just go, can you replace something in my Super Friends deck? 80% of the time, no. So I just don't care anymore.
Well,
So-
maybe you'll build a new deck that can utilize them.
I'm building a new deck, but I'm not utilizing Planeswalkers with it. I need Eldrazi.
Well, I'm
El
sure you
Drizzle.
can throw a couple planeswalkers in,
Carlos ones maybe, like Ugin,
or the new card.
Eugene.
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 Can I always throw in a Eugene and then Nicole Bolas.
Nicole Bolas and Eugene. Friends till the
Are we
end.
gonna get another Nicobolus in this block?
Probably.
That'd be cool.
Probably in the second
There's
set.
Yeah, I don't know about the
one
first set.
card that references him. I think.
Yeah.
I was reading the
Well, there's
spoilers.
he's in the lore.
Yeah,
He's an
and they
ancient
also,
dragon from
Yeah.
Dominaria.
And they
so-
also they leaked a new artwork for him when they announced the set. They showed a concept art for a new Nicobolus,
Mhm.
That's pretty cool.
and it looked insane.
Don't forget,
I
there's
can
gonna
never
be
have too many Nicobolus.
there's gonna be a lot of characters you haven't seen in a while. There's a Capuchin. If you don't know who Capuchin is, it's Gerard. He was a big deal back a long time ago. There's a new one.
Jaya Ballard.
Yeah, she's gonna have her Planeswalker. Okay.
Finally
Yeah.
got her Planeswalker card.
Her original card was the template for all future Planeswalker cards.
Yeah.
The one
Yep.
that had 3
Yeah,
abilities
got
on it.
3 abilities
Yeah.
on him.
That's pretty cool.
Now you know, Joe. She
Yeah.
taught Jessica how to be. I don't
She
even
used
know
to
who
be a
that
one
is.
of and Painter Servant. Good times.
She's, yeah,
Yep.
she was.
That's pretty cool.
Yeah, no, she seems like a pretty solid card.
What about
Oh,
those
there's a lot
new?
of cool stuff.
What about those new? I guess they're kind of like preset decks for the the singleton Planeswalker card. Planeswalker, which is the new Jace box that they're coming out with.
They're not decks, Joe.
It's not decks, are just
No, it's just a package. It's a
their
promo
repla-
package.
They're
Yeah.
replacing
Oh,
from
okay.
the vault.
Oh, okay.
So
Yeah,
the
it's
alright,
a-
so,
News to me too.
so all right. So Spellbook Jace is a new product that's coming out every year. There's going to be a I can't even speak. A new one, based on a certain Planeswalker. The first one they're doing is Jace,
Jace.
because it's Jace.
Reasons.
yeah.
I hate him, but apparently
So-
other people like him.
He's the
Um,
poster boy. He's the Pikachu.
Show you a poster, boy.
so in that,
Yeah, but it's
Spellbook.
a
the spellbook
box.
is just the name
pretty
of
cool.
all
the,
Jace cards.
It's just the name of the product because every Planeswalker, I guess, has a spellbook. Maybe I don't know.
I mean, they're wizards.
They are wizards.
They
So
are wizards.
Yeah.
So what it is you're going to get Jace Bellerin, so
The
baby
original
Jace,
Jace. Yeah.
the OG Jace, in a new art. Well, not new artwork, but the border.
New borders for
The
all
new
the cards.
borders are
Yeah.
pretty insane.
New borders are pretty sick.
And also there's new borders for legendary creatures in Dominaria.
Mhm.
Yeah, I saw that. I was looking at the Joyer card, which is ridiculous, by the way.
So
Your
in
favorite.
Spellbook Jace, you're going to get eight cards. You're going to get Jace Bellerin, Blue Elemental Blast, Brainstorm, Counterspell, Gifts Ungiven, Mystical Tutor, Negate, and Threads of Disloyalty. Most of them have new artworks. The only two that don't are Jace Bellerin and
Counterspell.
Counterspell. Everything else has a new artwork. I think all the artworks look amazing. And then on top of that, you get a 9th card. And the 9th card is a foil version of one of those cards.
Cards,
Oh,
yeah.
one of those cards.
It is random in every box.
Oh, That's cool. What's the pricing on
The
them?
pricing
$20
on this
$20, right? The box.
is
I believe it's $20. $20.
$20 hairs.
20 ball here. I think it's 20.
I don't know, but it comes out on June 15th. Hold on. MSRP is $19.99.
Yeah,
20 smackers.
That
Greenbacks.
seems fair.
And we also are getting challenger decks too, which is going to be pretty cool.
Yeah, the challenger decks are their new instead of the event decks. They're going to be challenger decks, which are giving players a jump start into standard format.
Cool.
And I can honestly say that these are finally worth what you're paying for.
Yeah.
They're all $30. One of them's getting marked up everywhere, the mono red one, because you get a Chandra in it. And Chandra alone is a $20 card.
Chandra's a good time.
Yeah.
What's Chandra?
The 4-drop.
Oh, okay.
The only real one.
Defiance, right?
Chandra Torch of
Torch of
Defiance.
Torch of Defiance, yeah.
The one with 4 abilities.
Yeah, that one.
Yeah.
Well, that's
The
really
realest chick in the room.
4 abilities is pretty good on Planeswalker. I heard.
4 abilities
Well,
on a
again,
Planeswalker.
Garrick.
And right now she's
He's good.
sitting
He's just
at-
a billion mana.
her market price on TCG Player is
he's using
$22
Legacy.
right now, and the deck
That's
is
true.
$30.
which is good.
It's pretty
yeah.
good.
It's
Yeah.
pretty ridiculous.
It's cool. But yeah, no, I'm really excited to do some openings for Dominaria. Relive
First
our
set
youth.
I've been excited about since Ravnica. Really.
No.
Ravnica was a disappointment. Never forget it.
RTR or original?
Well, original Ravnica I love. That's
Yeah.
why I was.
RTR was like,
RTR was.
I wouldn't say
Original.
full disappointment. I'd say
No,
slight.
I mean it's like
It was-
disappointment.
It just didn't
fine
live up to its hype.
set,
Yeah.
What was,
wa-
what was
it
the
wasn't-
third
it
set?
didn't live up-
Dragon's Maze?
Oh, the third set?
Yeah.
Third set was the worst.
Mhm.
Third set was the worst. I remember when that set came out, I
Dragon's
bought
Maze.
the shit out of all 3 sets.
That's like around
Because
the
I
time
wanted-
stopped
'cause my
playing
favorite-
consistently around Dragon's Maze.
Yeah.
I was like, I don't
My
know, I don't
favorite
wanna
guild
do this
was
anymore.
Rakdos.
Mono black, mono blue.
So I was trying to get all the Rakdos cards while also trying getting the fetches. I only pulled one fetch. Was
There
a
were no
Breed-
fetches
No,
in
not
that set.
fetches. The
Well,
duels.
not in that set, but the first set.
The duels.
There
You're
were
talking
no.
about.
You're talking
duels.
about the
The
shock
Shocklands.
The
lands.
shock-
Shocklands,
yeah,
yeah.
That's what you're
I was trying to get the Shocklands in there, and I only pulled a breeding pool, which I actually just traded to Anthony.
Yeah, I just got the breeding
You just
pool.
got that.
Yeah!
Because I needed stuff for.
You know why I got that breeding pool? Because I pulled an Animar in my one of many M25 booster packs that I opened. So I'm like, oh, now I'm going to build an Animar deck because he's one of
He's
my
a good
favorite
commander.
commanders, and it's his only reprint.
Mhm.
That's
Good
that's the
commander.
thing though. When I was playing because that's the only standard I actually played. Because I saw, I was like, this looks pretty cool. Bunch of demons. I'm about that. That's cool. Bunch of craziness. And I was like, okay, there are 2 colors that I like. So I played it for a while, and then I realized later, like, I didn't really know value of cards. This is playing for like
Yeah.
shits and gigs, and then I realized I didn't get any of the really good cards I needed. I didn't get any Boros Charms. I didn't get any other than the breeding pool. I didn't get anything else good in that set.
Joe, pause
Which
really
sucks.
quick. Rob, hand me that very sharp object that's behind you next to
You're
the
not gonna throw the Joe, are you?
cards.
No.
No, right there, next to the deck of cards.
Back scratcher.
Right there. Down. Right there. That metal rod, yes.
I think we need to clean the studio.
Yeah, we do.
A little bit.
I need this
I
really...
just stabbed myself.
Yeah, no, it's really sharp, but my back is really itchy.
Back
and
scratcher?
I'm gonna risk
It's a
hurting
good thing we're on
myself.
camera. You can
I
see
know.
this live in action.
You're
Oh,
gonna see,
yeah.
you're gonna see Anthony cut himself on camera.
Yeah. So
He's like, "Is that blood?" Yep, that's
Oh,
blood.
God.
Any blood?
God, this is rusty.
Tools.
I'm gonna get hepatitis. All right.
hepatitis.
Hepatitis. That's what he's gonna
That's
get.
what you're gonna get.
That's
Hepatitis.
definitely what
All right,
Not
so
not tetanus. Hepatitis.
I don't know how you get hepatitis. So I don't know.
Hepatitis.
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 Hepatitis. Gotta
Hepatitis.
trademark that.
All right, so more
God.
more going into Magic. We're going to be giving you a lot more Magic content other than just opening up booster boxes. We're going to be giving you 3 main formats that we love. One that we love probably not the most,
We
but
do a
like,
4th, but nobody can afford the other one. So
Yeah.
Yeah, we were going to do a 4th, but in the price of expense, and we'll go by cost. We're going to be doing Pauper.
not
because
expensive.
Pauper
We can
is
all afford
not
Pauper.
Pauper is not expensive, and Pauper is on the rise.
We already have like 15 decks.
And apparently
16 decks.
they're doing
I'm fine
Star
with
City
it.
Games is apparently doing a Pauper Open.
Yeah,
Really?
are they doing a
Really?
whole open? I
Yep.
know.
That's pretty awesome.
I know it's one of their main side events now. I know Wizards has Pauper as a main.
No, they're doing a
event.
Pauper Classic at the at SCG Con.
Yeah,
That's
yeah,
cool.
that's what they're doing.
So we should
I
go.
know that.
They were streaming
Mm.
yesterday. I sent that in the group chat. The guy is literally playing with playing Pauper. It was like, oh, when your sleeves don't match your playmat. His playmat is literally just a paper bag. I was like, that's Pauper for you. I was like, that was so good.
I did see
So-
And
that.
that's how Pauper is it's super, super cheap.
Unless you're playing Is It Delver.
Is
Yeah,
it?
there's
Yeah.
some decks.
There's a
where
few.
it's-
There's,
yeah.
like,
It
you're
varies,
for
but
no
it's still
reason.
super
the most
cheap.
expensive deck right now is like $125, but that's still so significantly
Yeah.
cheap to any other competitive format.
Especially
Definitely.
because of the other formats that we're trying to
Yeah.
roll in.
The
Yep.
se-
Yeah.
Like,
So another format that we're going to be giving you content for is Commander, because the four of us
Yep.
love Commander, and we have a
Yeah.
lot of friends that play Commander. We're going to be bringing them on to play certain games. Not that we want to rival the Command Zone, because we love them.
Yeah.
Good
We're
people.
not trying to We're not trying to infiltrate their market. Not at all, because they just cover Magic, and Magic's just like a little snippet of
Hey
things
guys,
that we
if you ever
cover.
want to
Mhm.
play Commander with us, come play with us.
Yeah.
add us.
Add us.
Add us.
This time we're saying, add us.
Hashtag us.
Hashtag us.
And then
At me.
Hashtag add
That's
us.
what it was.
hashtag at me.
At me. At me.
And then the other format that we're going to be bringing you guys is Modern,
Yes.
because
Mhm.
we have two Modern players here, me and Joe.
I'm contemplating getting back into
Phil is
it.
thinking about it.
I
I-
gotta try and budget to get my lilies.
Yeah.
And then okay.
I got a Lily.
Sarone, who is not with us, plays Modern. Rob has enough cards that he can put together a Modern deck.
I can do whatever.
I used to
I have like
cards.
3 legacy decks.
I like super quit this game like 30 times in my lifetime.
Once again,
You don't quit Magic.
Magic
quits
quits you.
Yeah.
Yes, we always find our way back.
I'm a casual. I'm a
It's like,
filthy
it's like that.
casual
It's
now.
like that old.
You are the perfect casual.
you really are.
Just when
I'm
I thought I was
casual.
out,
You are the
they
kitchen
pulled
table.
me back in.
I'm the table you play on.
You are the kitchen table.
Yeah. It's funny. The guy there's a guy that sells cards. You know, he goes. You know what I'm talking about. He goes around goes to the auction ceremonies and stuff. And whenever somebody asks for a card that's like a rare or something like that, they'll go to him. And whenever they ask him for commons or like jank bullshit, commander staples, he'll ask me. And I'm like, oh, okay.
Okay.
Like, hey Rob, you have this card, so I
Have
can
this?
buy it from you to sell to this person.
Double my money.
Because I'm the Lord Casual, casual master.
Yeah, so we're definitely gonna be covering those 3 formats. Should be fun.
Sweet.
Maybe I'll go to tournaments again. I don't know.
I go to a lot of tournaments. I just don't play.
Yeah,
in
we
the
don't play.
tournaments,
I
yeah.
used
We
to
go
go
to
to tournaments
tournaments,
all
we
the
hang
time.
out, we play
Yeah.
casually on the open tables, and then we just buy a bunch
And
of
you
cards
buy
for a really
awesome
good price.
playmats.
Yeah, walk
Yeah.
around.
Awesome playmats.
Awesome
If you
playmat.
haven't noticed, we have my Will Smith
Force
playmat,
of
my
Will.
Force of Will playmat. And then Rob has Rob has the most American playmat of all time. You're
Sure.
going to be seeing it eventually when we start playing Pauper and
Mhm.
Commander together.
It's the greatest.
I don't like it. I used to like it a lot, and then I got my Will Smith playmat, and now I like it less. But it's number 2, definitely number 2.
Oh,
Oh,
Oh.
okay.
Sorry, Will Smith.
It is very,
he
very
is
cheeky.
legend. I heard that.
Ha,
He is
I
legend.
see what you
Zing,
did there.
bada bing.
I see
Whoa!
what you did there.
He's an angel. Did you know that?
I hate you.
Anywho.
They should make Will Smith
Alright.
angel
So I
tokens.
think-
That'd be
I
awesome.
think that's about
Just
all
him
Alright,
as
so
hand,
that's
just
all
him as
for
Hancocks.
cards.
Yeah.
For cards in
alcohol.
general, that's
Right.
about it. Cards in general, that's about it. Now we're going to move on to miniatures. Star Wars Legion is finally out.
Just out, yeah.
Star Wars Legion.
I thought my wallet was going to hurt me, but it doesn't. And it's a great feeling. Coming from a Warhammer player, this game is very accessible to your wallet.
Accessible.
I was doing numbers. And if you buy the core set and my build that I'm going to do, including the core set, is going to cost me $225.
It's not bad.
It's not that bad.
And
all
that's
for
at a
For
max.
a miniatures
And
game.
that's
Miniatures
for a
game,
miniatures game at a maxed point.
Some of you might
army
be
for
thinking.
that game.
Some of you might be thinking. That's a lot of money. Well, that's not a lot of money. If you play
not.
Warhammer,
We've all played Warhammer.
if you
at
play
some point in our
Warhammer,
lives,
then
yeah,
you
we-
realize that
that's-
that is the
that's
smallest,
money.
cheapest
Yeah.
armor you could ever possibly build.
And then the beauty of that is that, hey, of course I'm building Empire, but the
Well,
beauty
yeah.
of that is you have all the Rebel troops that are still in the core set, and if you want to build a Rebel army, it's going to cost you technically $90 less because you have
Yeah.
all those figures.
That's pretty sweet.
Because the base game has both factions.
okay.
It
Yeah.
gives you the base game comes with 2 rebel squadrons,
Two Imperial squadrons.
2 stormtrooper squadrons. The rebel army gets a small walker called the AT-RT, and the Imperials get 2 speeder bikes. And then the
They ain't
general.
getting ATST.
No, the ATS. I just bought an ATST today, and let
Mhm.
me tell you, that box is like this big.
Scale.
The scale. All right, so say like the ATST is probably as tall. Like you can see it on this camera. It's probably tall, if not taller, than my laptop screen.
Wow.
And you got to remember the
That'd be
actual
sweet.
figures are like
They're 30 mil.
30
think,
millimeter.
yeah.
They're not the biggest. They're about the same size.
So it's like the perfect
They're about the
scale.
same size as figures in Imperial Assault, just with a much larger base because it's a war game.
Mm-hmm.
Mm.
But that ATST is $50,
It's not that bad. at
and
all.
it's huge.
That
It's
is
about
bad.
the size of one of the
Huge.
No, it seems like it's
one of those
Very
giant
good on the
things.
price.
from
The
wherever.
colossal. The
yeah, like a
colossals.
colossal thing from like
Colossals,
War
yeah.
Awards.
Yeah, well, they don't really have Titans in Warhammer anymore, but one of the
But
small
remember the Titans?
yeah.
Yeah.
I do remember the Titans, actually.
Yeah. You
Great
know
mo-
who else does?
Yeah.
Denzel does.
Denzel, great movie.
So does Perseus.
yeah,
This is the best way to end that trilogy right there.
Nope, we're gonna end it with a joke
I'll end you with a joke.
because we had to bring it because I honestly didn't think we were gonna talk about Remember the Titans. But when I was in
what
high
happens here at the Meeple People.
sidetrack, like always. When I was in high school, I went to Catholic school, and we were going on a retreat. We were on a weekend retreat in the middle of the woods in Pennsylvania.
It's the whitest thing I've ever heard in my
I
life.
know.
We're
And
going on a retreat.
I was at a
And-
Catholic school. We went on a retreat. Oh, okay.
Okay.
and we, at one
I
night,
was in Newark on the corner. It was great.
that's where I was. That's where I was gonna be when I got back. So one night they're like, "Oh, we're all gonna watch Remember the Titans," and of course me, I'm like, "All right, sweet," because that movie's awesome.
It's a good movie.
We're watching Remember the Titans, and after the main character gets in the car accident, and he's
And you're tearing up because you're like, oh, I know what's going to happen.
no, because you knew it was like, oh, it's career ending and it's over, and then he goes, oh, the doctor said they're like, oh, he's paralyzed from the waist down, and his teammate who became his best friend
Mhm.
comes up. He's like, you can't be hurt. You're Superman. And then my friend stands up in the middle of this movie and goes, but wait, Superman's paralyzed too.
Oh,
Because
man.
you got to remember, the movie took place way before Christopher Reeves was even Superman.
Oh man.
Oh, jeez.
Oh man.
That being said, he got into a lot of trouble.
Not a little bit?
I'm not gonna call out who he was, but we are friends on Facebook, and I'm sure he's gonna see this when we post this. So
That's
there's your shout out, your infamous day. He's also really, really successful. This kid, he's like, I think he lives in Washington D.C.
Whatever, make fun of him. Nobody cares. I actually know who you're talking about also.
that's still hysterical though. He's
No, you
what?
don't.
In D.C.? Is it a different person that lives in D.C. that's also very successful?
Yes,
Oh, then I don't know who you're talking about.
you're not talking about that guy.
Not that
Not
other
that guy.
successful guy that
Whoa.
lives in D.C.
Not that other successful guy that lives in D.C. We're talking about a guy that I know, not we know.
Oh,
Oh.
I didn't go to school with that guy.
I know. That's why I thought it was weird.
All right,
That
so
was pretty funny though.
Yeah, so Star Wars.
Star Wars Legion.
Legion.
Literally, you can spend $350, maybe $400, probably less, and you'll have 2 full armies ready to go.
Then you can
Obviously,
sell them to people for way more than that.
Yeah.
Oh, I bought this army, and I'm going to sell it to you for double. Oh,
Yeah.
okay.
I'm gonna buy
$1,200.
this and paint it, and then
Mhm.
sell it.
Hmm.
Yeah,
Because not a lot of
That's
people
how-
like painting.
That's how miniatures go.
I just don't have the patience for painting.
Ain't got no time for
Yeah,
that.
Star Wars Legion,
that's
sick.
it.
Fantasy Flight, so you know you're gonna get awesome promos for it. I'm sure there's gonna be a lot of in-store organized play,
Mm-hmm. They already
sponsored
had.
by
I
families.
just say they're already talking about organized play anyway.
Oh yeah, it's gonna be
So-
insane. I can't wait. Getting a lot of pink foam. I'm gonna build Mustafar.
Mustafar.
Mustafar, he says.
Whoa.
Sweet. I have always. No, if
Not
I,
the Tattoon?
I'm definitely gonna build Endor because I remember back when I was still collecting Star Wars figures before they really started to dwindle in quality. I built a mini Endor out of literally just twigs and stuff that I found on the ground, just hot glued them together.
You build a planet out of twigs?
Well, no, like the little tree,
You're a creative child.
like
What happened?
the little tree houses.
Did
and
you
stuff.
compress the molecules?
But like I had it for the longest time. But like I went to Michael's, I got a bunch of
Yeah.
moss.
Are you the dwarf that it works for the giant flying spaghetti monster that created the Earth?
But you know,
Might
I hot glued and I made like a bunch of little like little huts and stuff. They live in the trees. I got like moss and stuff, and I was like, I could probably redo that and make it even better for this. It'll be really really cool.
You got to make sure he's not that guy, because
Yeah.
Joe can just like touch the ground and just we're all gone.
Yeah.
Bye.
Then why do you give him this seat that's so close to the ground?
He's not only is he
So he can be close to home.
dare!
not only is he gonna, according to Joe, not only is he gonna rebuild Endor, he's gonna build it even better. That's what he just
Better.
said. So he's gonna,
Build it
Make
stronger.
Endor great
Yes.
again. Was Endor really great ever? though?
But
That's-
it did help
before the
take
Empire.
down the Empire.
Yeah.
They did with sticks and string,
And
and the
this-
fact that they thought that
Lugs
C-3PO was a god.
god.
and supposedly like well, not cannibalism, but they supposedly did eat stormtroopers.
They eat everything.
They eat everything.
Yeah.
That's not cannibalism.
It's not
They're a different
cannibalism.
species.
That's-
So
yeah,
it's
that's not
like
how that
those,
works.
they just eat things. They just-
Carnivorous.
Yeah.
they just
They're
eat
little.
'em.
They're little ravenous
bears.
rabbit.
Little
They would have
bears.
killed them
Yeah,
too
Luke
if they
and
didn't
Han
think
and
C-3PO
all
was a
them
god.
were partying with them, probably eating
we're
stormtroopers
not getting
and
into
didn't
a
even
Star
know
Wars
it. Everybody's
debate.
like,
We
"This is
don't have
good. What
Star
is
Wars
this?"
All right, to end the Star Wars debate, we're going to start talking about another miniatures game, which is even cheaper than Legions.
I just heard about
cheaper.
this today.
It's so
And
cheap.
Because the rule book for it came in the
Yes.
mail today.
You can buy it with the money you were gonna go to with Taco Bell today.
Yeah, you could. So this game is called
Except I bought Taco Bell.
Gaslands.
Yeah, you did.
It looks really dark. There we go. Gaslands. It's a post-apocalyptic vehicular combat game. The miniatures used in this game are Hot Wheels and Matchbox cars.
Yes.
You literally go to Walmart, or you go to
Any place.
not Toys R Us, or you go to eventually KB Toys.
You go to the
And
antique shop.
You buy Hot Wheels cars
Yeah.
and you just dunk them in nail polish remover, strip the paint, make it yourself.
You know, I'm probably gonna like raid my nephew's friggin' toy chest now.
I'm just
'cause he
gonna
has
buy-
a ton of
That's
Hot
I'm
Wheels.
just gonna
Fine.
buy
Find
him
ones,
Mad
find
Max
ones
Hot
that
Wheels.
he's like really mashed up and making it look really really gnarly already, just so you have half the
I'm
work.
just gonna buy Mad Max Hot Wheels and not do anything.
Yep,
That's the
exactly.
thing.
Also,
Probably. They have Hot
also-
Wheels of everything. I don't
also
know.
this
Yeah.
rulebook comes with templates, and
Templates.
it comes with
The plates of temp.
I like templates.
everything else you need. You just need this rulebook, and all you have to do is just make copies of the stuff in here,
Copies.
and that's it. That's
Pass
all
it
you
around. Pass it around.
Huh?
Pass it around. You make copies.
You said pass it around.
Listen here, friend.
But yeah, literally the miniatures for
You're
this
never
game
touching
are
this.
Hot Wheels and Matchbox
Okay.
cars. Some have to be a little bit bigger than others because you can use like 18 wheelers in the game.
Yeah.
You can use tanks, stuff like
Mhm.
that. Obviously, you want those bigger, but the standard size vehicle for the game is just a Matchbox car.
It's what is it? Twisted Metal.
I was just gonna say, this is literally
Twisted Metal.
This
It's
is
Twisted
literally
Metal
Twisted
meets
Metal.
It's Mad Max Twisted
Mad
Metal.
Max
Mhm.
Twisted Metal.
Twisted metal.
Oh, yeah.
Man.
You need to buy an ice cream truck.
Oh yeah. Oh.
Then Joe can really be the ice cream man.
I'll be
Card
Sweet
game I used
Tooth.
to play. Oh, Carmageddon.
Carmageddon was
Carmageddon.
awesome.
Carmageddon
was
Carmageddon
cool.
was one of the very first
was
banned
cool.
video games.
Yeah, it was.
Wow.
Yeah.
Was
Too-
this before GTA
too
got
violent.
banned?
Way before
Way-
GTA got
Carmageddon's
banned.
way
This
older
came
than
out in,
GTA.
Like, what, 1997, I think?
Probably
Yeah.
around there,
Wow.
96, 97.
These are sweet. Yeah, that one literally looks like one of the cars that would be in Mad Max.
Yeah, I wasn't even in high school yet when I
Yeah,
started
but
playing
that
it.
game, like that rulebook cost me $15 on Amazon,
Uh-huh.
and then we just got to go to Walmart and grab a bunch of cars, and that's it.
Not real cars. The
Well, I
Hot
mean,
Wheels,
If you
yeah.
grab a bunch of cars at Walmart,
Yeah.
you're gonna get arrested. But you got to go inside and buy
Yeah.
Hot Wheels
Yeah.
Matchbox cars.
Mhm.
So you know, it'd be cool if someone could recreate the truck that they used in Dawn of the Dead, the
You can.
remake.
The
Every-
bus,
Yeah,
The
why
bus with the chainsaws on the sides.
not? On
and
the
stuff.
sides.
I'm sure you can. You can just use that as one like there's like a monster
Yeah,
truck
I
build.
was gonna
Yeah.
say they probably have templates for just like big cars and small cars.
Yeah.
Well,
Yeah.
that's what it is. There's the thing called a tray, where
Mhm.
it's just what type of vehicle it is, and what the stats are,
Mhm.
and what and you can write down what the upgrades are. What
Mm.
I'm gonna do is I'm gonna print them out and laminate them so we can just use dry erase markers when we're playing. I'll just make like 5 copies of each
That'd be cool.
thing, and that's it. And the standard build for the game, like points are used, and they're called cans in the game. So your standard build of a team is 50 cans, and just to give you like a reference, a monster truck, a tank is like 25 cans. So you can get like a tank and just pimp it out, or you can do like buggies or regular cars or bikes.
Bunch of motorcycles.
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 The motorcycles.
I'll be.
The motorcycles.
My creative juices are flowing now. I'm like,
No,
okay.
I don't want
I didn't know anything about
juice
your
of yours
creative
to flow.
juices.
Yeah, I know. We can definitely pick up some Hot Wheels and stuff for this. Start messing
it's
with it.
gonna be a
I
blast.
am excited.
That'd be
There's
sweet.
still one game I'm waiting for.
What's that?
Seventh Continent. By the way, what's the update on that? 'Cause
Okay,
need
so
that
I
in my life.
received an email from the makers of Seventh Continent, and it is. I think I deleted it, but what they said
Why
was,
would you do that?
oh, it was just an update on the shipping. It should be here. It's going to be here in April, 100%. There was
Fair
a
enough.
slight shipping delay with the boat that was delivering it to the port for the U.S. port.
Yeah.
Was
It
it
was
attacked by pirates?
I wish
Pirates.
said Sea of Thieves.
I was gonna say-
really good.
I was gonna say probably if someone playing Sea of Thieves is like, I could do this in real life and just.
I can pull this off.
That's why I don't play violent video games, kids.
Just looking at
Carmageddon.
just looking at Fortnite. It's
Armageddon.
just the most violent thing ever.
Mortal Kombat.
Ooh.
Uh-oh.
Mm-mm.
That's-
He ripped his spine out.
Well,
'Cause
Jesus.
we can do that.
the Predator did it,
Yeah,
yeah,
it's
he
true.
did.
and I'm at least definitely as strong as the Predator. Not true.
You so are a liar.
But yeah, Gaslands is going to be really, really fun. We're going to bring you a lot of content for that, as well as Legion. Legion, I got to start painting my guys.
As
Oh,
well
yeah,
as
do
Star
that.
Wars.
Star Wars. We still need to get some Edge of the Empire phones soon too.
Edge of the Empire,
Yeah.
Imperial
Yeah.
Assault. We have a lot of games that we need to play. We haven't been playing much.
Have a list.
Being adults,
Yeah.
pain in the ass.
See
Lots of
see
time
that?
to
Being
shrink.
cold.
Me.
That's what happens when you spend 5 hours a day putting ice cream in a freezer.
true.
Yeah.
I mean, back when I worked in like the frozen section of a supermarket, I just ate all the frozen food. I would,
Back in my day.
yeah, I would eat. I would like eat like raw cookie dough.
It's like Big Pete. He has like a throne
Like
back,
those that you just,
and,
like,
and
throw in
he's
the
in the
I
microwave,
wouldn't
fridge.
be
easy
surprised.
cookies.
He's the king of the refrigeration
Back
section.
those.
It's insane.
Well,
He
it
has
was great 'cause,
minions
like,
he
I would
sends
go
out.
into the freezer, and then my friend who had the same shift as me, he would show up and come in with a freaking 12-pack, just put it in the freezer, be like, all right, let's drink. And that was it. There was no cameras in the freezers. We would just sit there.
I'm
and
always,
drink.
I'm always getting asked to damage ice cream on purpose just so I could put it somewhere and be like, bye, and just eat it. But I was just like, there's always just shit staying around just to grab some. I'm sure they won't care.
I mean, they will care, but
Yeah.
like,
No, they're going to care.
They probably will. But,
but it's. Really
I was just like, I'm not the
expensive
manager. I don't
about
care.
it.
Just go eat it.
All right.
Not on me.
Before we go down into another.
Dark
yeah,
Joe.
dark
Do-
See, we always
Joe,
find a way back to ice cream.
All right, so
always.
any final thoughts for this edition of the Meeple People podcast?
Well, again, I want to plug the WrestleMania with the Meeple People and SRG.
That's gonna be a
It'd be great.
lot of
April
fun.
8th,
Yeah.
3 p.m., Belleville, New Jersey, Elks Lodge, Washington Ave. Don't remember the exact address. What's the exact address?
250 something.
You're
run
like the
place.
You're like the guy.
are the guy.
I am the president.
The guy.
You're
Listen,
bad president.
I just know where it is.
Are you the big dog? Are you the guy?
I'm the guy.
Really?
Yeah.
Are you
Yeah,
the face
it's,
that runs the
I'm-
place?
Yeah.
Are you?
Actually, no. No.
Are
no.
You know what? How about this? It's
Are
gonna
you
be
the
really
big
easy.
dog?
There's gonna be a link to the Facebook event page in the description of this video.
Yes,
Yeah.
there is.
254
Oh,
There we go.
too late.
254.
Washington Avenue.
254.
We'll still put it
And
in
that's
the
actually the
little-
time you should arrive because doors are at 3.
Mm-hmm.
Yep. It'll be a good time.
Gonna be awesome. We're gonna be follow us on Instagram. We'll also put that in the description.
Twitter.
Instagram, Twitter, Facebook.
Yeah.
That's
We're
that's it.
we're sprouting up everywhere. Also, again, we will be at Gen Con this year.
Yep.
Yes.
Yeah.
Right, Joe?
Yes.
And other
Okay.
things.
And as well, I'm pretty sure SRG will be there as well.
Yeah.
More
So-
than likely.
We'll
So
be
if you
there.
wanna, if you don't come to this WrestleMania thing, which is you're a bad person.
Yeah, so like,
But,
if you guys happen, since you know our faces, see us at Gen Con,
and
come
that
up,
too.
say hi. We will be freaking ecstatic.
We're gonna
'cause
probably be with
lose my
SRG
mind.
guys.
We're just sitting in
Yeah,
the garage.
we'll be
shooting some
hanging
stuff
out.
about
We
things
will
love.
be hanging
We'll
out with
be all
SRG
over the
a
place.
lot.
There might
little
be
bit,
some.
yeah.
There might be an impromptu match. You never know. Maybe some promo cutting on each other. It's like people be looking at us weird. Be like, why are they yelling at each other? They probably don't.
I mean, they
understand
already
wrestling.
look at you weird
I mean, yeah, it's true.
because they're like, "What's this hairy thing
Thumb.
doing?"
Yeah.
It's just this. I'm an actual Sasquatch. People don't know that.
All right, I'm gonna end
Yeah,
this.
Yeah, you are.
All right, so we're gonna end this with this. Gen Con's gonna be great. Our WrestleMania party's gonna be great. We have shirts. They're great too. We only have them. You don't for now.
For now.
And everything's gonna be great. All I need to say is that Joe's face looks like Robin Williams' knuckles.
That was...
Rancor! Oh no!
Jesus Christ! No!
This
You
is
can put
why
them back
we keep
together,
Joe
but he
around.
really-
What
Yeah.
happened? Oh my
He
god!
obliterated him. Just
This is. God damn it.
Guys,
That's why
we
it's-
need,
He is.
All right.
we
He's
fired.
too black.
We fired Joe from everything, but we
Alright,
keep him on the
that's it.
podcast.
we're gonna go. We're
Don't
gonna
worry,
go.
He's not on the payroll.
We're gonna go beat up Joe right now. Joe, I hate you. So all right. So Anthony,
Rob, still Rob.
Phil.
Rancor.
Joe's a dead man. We'll see you guys later.
See you guys later.
He literally just fell and just like all his pieces fell apart.
This fucking explode.